Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make some chicken and dressing. Oh yeah, baby. What you're going to need to do now, you're going to need to stew you a chicken. So the first thing you want to do is get you a large chicken, put her in a pot and stew it. In that pot we want 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 of an onion chopped, and 2 stalks of celery chopped. Okay, now we want to put a lid on it and stew it for about 2 hours at low. Alright, now when it's done, I want you to clean it, set it aside, and reserve the stock. Okay, now we want to get us a skillet and melt us a 1/2 stick of butter in there. And when that butter's melted, I want you to add 1 whole onion and 2 more stalks of celery. Alright, and we want to get them nice and translucent and set them aside. Okay, now ahead of time you will need to have cooked you 3 packs of cornbread and 1/2 of a loaf of white bread that's baked till it's kind of toasted. You know what I mean? Okay, now we're going to add all the cornbread in here and break it up real good along with the 1/2 a loaf of white bread. Okay, and we'll get all that broke up real good. We're going to start adding our stock. Remember our stock? Well, there it is with no chicken in it. It's still nice and hot. So first thing we want to do is we want to put in our onions and our celery and 3 eggs that were boiled ahead of time. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to slowly ladle our stock from our stock pot into this bread, which is going to make our dressing. Okay, now once you throw a couple of ladles in there, I want you to stir it up real good. Now this is your dressing you're making here, and your stock is going to season it somewhat. Okay? But I want you to keep adding your stock to it until it gets to a certain consistency. And I'm going to try to show you how that consistency is here with the help of my wife. Okay? Notice she's still stirring. Still a little bit dry. So we're going to add a couple more ladles of stock. And we got to get this stock just perfect. We don't want to get it squeezed where you squeeze it, water would just pour out of it. But you want to get it nice and gooey wet. You know what I'm saying? You can probably see there. See the texture as she's stirring. Oh yeah. Okay, we're going to add a little more stock. Looks like 2 more ladles. Alright, now see she's stirring it. See how it's getting nice and wet? Oh yeah. Now, you have to taste it here, because this is how your dressing is going to taste. Be sure and taste for poultry seasoning. We used 4 teaspoons, okay, salt and pepper. When all that tastes good to you, I want you to take that chicken that you reserved and add it in there, okay, and stir it up really good. And folks, that is your chicken and dressing. All you do is put it into a big pan, cover it with foil, put it on 350 and cook it for 30 minutes. When 30 minutes is up, take the foil off and cook it for 30 more minutes. Okay? And now we're going to put her on top of the stove and let you see what she looks like. Now that, folks, is chicken and dressing. Now we're going to show you how to make some giblet gravy without the giblets. Okay, now the rest of that stock is still there, so the wife's going to get out some gravy that's hot, and she's going to add it to 2/3 a cup of flour, all-purpose flour, and she's going to stir it really, really good here. Mix it in. It's going to make a roux, and she's going to mix it in with that stock, and that's going to make our gravy. Okay, put it on there, put your lid on it, and let it cook. She said high for about 10 minutes, and that'll thicken it up. Alright, and there's what it looks like when it's done. Oh yeah, baby. Now, folks, that is chicken and dressing that is absolutely out of this world. I could say Texas style, but it'd be better to say Southern style because she's from Oklahoma. Okay? And I'll tell you, folks, this is absolutely the most delicious dressing I ever tasted in my life. Well, folks, give this recipe a try if you would. Let me know what you think. You can like this video or comment on it or even subscribe would be really nice. Oh, that's delicious. Well, you folks have a nice day. Bye.